Nah, man, the Notes app would save you guys. You can't just be typing like the first joke that pops into your head after a weekend away, man. You gotta come with something. It's like you basically need to go down to the minors. You tore your meniscus. You're pitching for like Myrtle Beach right now, and you're throwing like 77 miles an hour fastballs. You need to spend some time brainstorming. Check your subreddit and reevaluate that. I have no responsibility for my subreddit, man. It's just a bunch of people who want to be me. Has nothing to do with me, man. That's like asking Michael Jordan how he feels about some kid's jump shot. He doesn't know, man. He's too busy smoking and gambling. I have no idea, dude. I don't know what goes on there. I'm literally on the Globe and Mail. I'm literally on RSS readers. I'm literally taking my bulk hockey cards and separating them into plastic bags with 30 cards each and then putting them in little free libraries around Vancouver. I'm literally outdoors maxing. I literally renewed my driver's license this weekend. I literally changed the battery in my garage door opener so that I could use my garage door opener again. I literally cleaned out my desk with like a bunch of old paper and then went to put it in the paper shredder, and then the paper shredder was broken, so I had to watch a YouTube video about how to fix my paper shredder. Then I fixed my paper shredder and shredded all the documents and cleaned my entire desk. I'm literally looking at my 2012 Timex Weekender watch and thinking, should I really change the battery in this? Changing the battery in this is probably going to be like $20. Buying a new Weekender is probably going to be like $40, but then I'm like, oh, you know what? There's sentimental value, man. I think we're going to change the battery in the watch. Got quoted $2,100 for a car repair from 2 different mechanics. Should I end it all? Well, what happened to the car? That's rough. YouTube mechanic time. You're built different if you do that. I don't mind fixing my paper shredder because if I brick it, that's like $40 from Amazon Basics or something like that. But there's no shot I'm going to be like fixing something that I'm driving my whole family around in with my hands. Now, I'm not saying that they're always giving it their due diligence at the mechanic shop. I don't know. I'm sure that they're half-assed in it sometimes. People make mistakes now and then, but otherwise, I'm not fixing my transmission myself. Let's put it that way, man. Is this anything? Saw, but the victim has the slow realization that Jigsaw voices RFK, who then forces him to drink an entire bottle of Roots vitamin elixir. It's BlueSky, I'm afraid. The premise and the gimmick have no natural resonance with one another, and the punchline is unfortunately not funny enough to justify the artifice required to marry the two concepts. It's better than Reddit. Reddit is like, I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? How about the fucking misery of the dude who's the 4th person to comment thunderbolts and lightnings? So he loses all the upvotes, but the dude who posted 6 seconds earlier gets like 500 free karma. I'm gonna fucking do it, man. I'm gonna fucking do it. The misery of the second Bohemian Rhapsody lyrics poster. Belle and Sebastian. You can't make me feel bad for Redditors, man. Well, you should have a certain degree of empathy for, the average person without knowing anything else about them except they have kind of like a cringe sense of humor. Tried using BlueSky, but the site is something else. I just can't describe it. That's your brain. You're like literally Neo 5 minutes before the movie starts right now. You've been combing the internet and combing the apps, looking for the next thread to pull on to unravel a mystery that exists only in your psyche. The next step is a baddie with a tattoo coming to your door and you realizing that you don't need the apps at all. You need to get on the Nebuchadnezzar and eat the gruel. You will eat the gruel. You will learn jujitsu. What tattooed baddie came to your door? No, I think I might be the first. I don't know who the first guy is that got out of the Matrix. Most of my friends are still on BlueSky. I got to talk to them about that because I got to figure out what they what are you getting out of BlueSky? I got to know. It's engagement without Mecha Hitler? Yeah, but the engagement isn't real. Engagement is when Kate and I went out for dinner last night, and while we were walking through the restaurant, a dude looked at me in the eyes, and then he looked down, and then he looked at me in the eyes again, and I saw his face go like, he like scrunched his eyes up a little bit and went, is that? And then he took out his phone. I swear this is real. As we rounded their table to go to where we were sitting, I glanced at his phone and I saw like a Google search where I couldn't make out like the results of the Google search, but I saw that the second thing was like 3 YouTube shorts of me. So I'm assuming maybe if you Google Northern Lion, maybe you get like an AI result first and then it's short form videos served from YouTube. If that was you, it's okay. I know that you saw me. You may not know that I saw you seeing me, but you can verify it was you and you can verify it was me by saying the name of the restaurant and the approximate location of our seat. Just dox yourself. Dox yourself by, you should go to BlueSky. Don't accidentally dox yourself by saying the name of a restaurant you went to one time. Are you okay? Have you lived your whole life online? We gotta enjoy the outdoors while they're still here, man. Did you know that they make adult kindergartens? Not for like, you can't go 5 days a week, I think. This is as close as you can get. But like once a month, you can like go to kindergarten as an adult if things are just a little rough. And like a lady with a very soft voice will tell you to like color within the lines and stuff like that. Millennial therapy? Yep. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Some fetish stuff? It's not fetish stuff, man. People are just having hard times. Gooners love to accuse other people of having fucked up fetishes, man. I've noticed that. Anything they don't understand immediately, like they're like, that's fetish content. Vegans just have like a vegetable fetish. Jed, have you ever looked at the paintings of Raphael? He did like 50 portraits. Every single one of them looks like him. I think he was a stencil user. It's possible that in Florence in like 1510, everybody just kind of resembled Raphael. Like maybe everybody was kind of rocking the same fit. But I was looking at the Raphael list of paintings, and it's literally like there's a self-portrait that looks like him, presumably, because they didn't have pictures back then, or cameras, I guess I should say. And then every single other portrait he did looks exactly like himself. He looks like a prog rocker from England, circa like 1973. The only one that doesn't is one that looks like, I'm just going to say it's a bald guy. And it's so detailed. I was like, what happened to Raphael, man? He had like a glow up in like 1521 or something like that. I click on the Wikipedia article. They don't even know it was by him. They're like, it could be by Raphael or it could be by like his bestie. I'm like, I'll tell you, I'm no art historian. That one's by his bestie. Because there's 9 portraits that look exactly like himself that all claim to be different people, and then one extremely detailed middle-aged bald man. That's Oomph. Oomph did that one. Exactly. This is legit one of the reasons the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood was hating on him so much. Listen, I haven't gotten to Michelangelo in my coffee table book yet, so I haven't picked a side, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Coffee table book's paying for itself. Dude, I know all about fucking egg tempura and frescoes and chiaroscuro. European painter tier list? I don't know, man. I gotta put... I mean, what's funny is that I was gonna just talk about Dutch painters, because for some reason I didn't see the Italian painters as European. I was like, bro, they're not European. The Belgian painters, the German painters, the Dutch painters, those are European. The Italian painters are in the continent of Italy. In the Renaissance, Italy was its own continent, culturally speaking. Why? Because they were fucking dominating, man. They were dominating every domain. Art, engineering, sculpture, books. They were mogging like the rest of the fucking continent, man. Pasta. Leonardo da Vinci invented a fucking helicopter in 1506. Now, he didn't have the stones to try it, but that's why he's smart. No disrespect to, was it Juan Hu with the chair with the fireworks? I'm Juan Hu, welcome to Jackass. And I'm picturing those fucking angular banjos. Down, 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 down. Dude, Chinese Jackass theme might go kind of fucking hard though. Like just the exact same melody, but just replace the guitar and the banjo with like the Chinese banjo. I don't know what it's called. Called the, well, let's see what Wikipedia has me pronouncing it as. A kin? It's chin. Okay. From the tables of my heart. They got my ass? That means penis in Japanese? Fuck! Yo, I'm gonna goat you back. My guy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They don't do a lot of songs that sound like this these days. The backseating will decimate your psyche? Bro, the backseating's been fine in Uma. The thing that decimates my psyche is when I talk about a Chinese musical instrument and then like 100 BlueSky users are like, that's xenophobic. It's xenophobic to call it a Chinese banjo? If anything, it's instrument phobic because I went to the Wikipedia article, which was the top result when I typed in Chinese banjo, and it turns out it's a Chinese lute. So I got the instrument wrong, I got the country right. No, I'm not, I'm looking for this, man. I can't say it because it might be lewd in Japanese, but this is what I'm looking for. Don't start beefing with BlueSky too. I have no problem with BlueSky, but everybody's a target here for the angriest man on the airwaves. Most of my experience with BlueSky is Justin typing a joke into the Discord that he says, I want to put this on BlueSky, but they can't handle it. And then I read it and I go, that's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. You should post it. And he goes, nah, I can't. And I go, you're probably right. He's got like 50 10 out of 10 jokes that you honestly you can't see, and it's your fault. It's your fault. Meanwhile, myself, a free thinker, I get the warmth of that joy in my life. Gamers, we're playing Maze Mice. How did Maze Mice come to be on the docket today? I was looking for something to play, and I saw this, and I went, what the heck is this? Game with some mice moving around in a freaking maze. And then I saw that it's a roguelike, and I saw that it's a bullet heaven, so like Vampire Survivor style. And then the reviews said it's Pac-Man Championship Edition DX roguelike. And I said, oh, I can't say poop. I can't say the bad word for poop because this video will get demonetized 30 seconds in. Those of you who are old heads will know I have a little bit of an experience with Pac-Man Championship Edition. Let's Pac-Man tonight! So true. It was in Champions of Fire 1. I don't think it was in Champions of Fire 2, but it was in Champions of Fire 1. Perhaps the best game in Champions of Fire 1. No disrespect to Bloons Tower Defense, which may also be awesome, but I didn't know what I was doing at that point in my life. But Pac-Man Championship Edition was... And Disney Crossy Road's pretty fire too. But anyway, I'll choose my character. This is Filbert. I'll choose my difficulty 1. Anyone know what's up with the ghost? I'm gonna try to stay away from him for now. I'm just gonna use, I'm gonna call it common sense. They're just harder enemies, bro. They're just harder enemies. Okay, now we understand. Every single person is my enemy. Honestly, just give me a better flame trail, man. I'm kind of like the goat of Pac-Man. As long as you ignore, like, I don't know, Billy Mitchell or whatever. One thing you gotta know about roguelikes, haters will say, if you're bad at roguelikes, they'll say, oh, you can't win on the first one, you gotta unlock a bunch of stuff first. I'm here to tell you, if you don't win on the first one, you should just never play again. I'm gonna assume level 99 is probably the maximum. We're probably gonna break that. We're probably gonna be the first level 100 out there. Oh, you almost have me. We're taunting them, man. It's gotta be Thump. Thump is not global damage, I'm realizing. Thump is damage in a radius, which is not the radius of the globe, unfortunately. That's gonna sting. I've been killed! I thought I had 1400 HP! I died? Health was at the top. That's the number of cats. Oh. My bad, y'all. My bad. Give me a retry on that. We can go again. We did get a bunch of unlocks, too. Show me level 25. Sometimes level 25 is where it ends. Or sometimes a boss comes out and kills you in one hit, and then they say level completed. I've played these kinds of games before. I know what I'm getting myself into. Nice try, bud. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. You pretend to be me in your driveway. Popcorn again. At some point, level 10 popcorn means you're probably invincible. He might be a god, man. Look at this, level 26, even more bullish than I expected, man. Mr. Bean Evangelion, you've been around for a long time, okay? I think you've even won some gaggle games. If you start posting like a bot, you're gonna get treated like a bot. Just that simple. Go ask Ashley how this is working over the 10-part documentary on Is Ashley a Bot is going to capture the attention of the world when it comes out, man. Nobody knows, man. I was just going to say it would be easier to believe them if they didn't have V3 in their name. That's all I'm saying. Brother, your damage skills are so underleveled. It's great to be playing a new game on Twitch.tv. It's the second run you've ever had. Here's all the ways you're playing it wrong from somebody who doesn't even own it. Here we go. You ever look in the mirror and examine your behavior? It's psychotic. It makes no sense. It's a Monday morning. Just chill, relax. I got 5 achievements on my second run, man. Just chill. Turn that part of your brain off. Otherwise, you're gonna get RuneScape, man, which you would probably love. And by love, I mean you think you would love it because you got 20,000 hours in it, but you specifically, I'm speaking specifically to that chatter, would hate it, because as soon as I did something that was against what you told me to do, you probably couldn't handle that. I mean, popcorn's good, man, but we need some more damage to appease the chatter, whose name started with a capital K, and their font was red. I'm gonna say it's Crayhex. Crayhex. I'm gonna repeat it in my head. I'm adding it to the key value pair. And you're probably out there telling me addict would be better for this situation. And buddy, I mean, you said it, not me. Let me just put it that. I'm in trouble? Okay. I saw Donkey playing this. Interesting, interesting. I saw a little silhouette of a man. You don't hear me posting about it on Reddit and farming infinite karma. Although, wait a second. Say that again. I'm trying to... Tell me when I hit the Miles Teller pose from Fantastic. I feel like it's this. I feel like it's... something like that. You got it there. There was one. I had it for one frame. I've never seen the movie. Also, I don't really look like Miles Teller. Chad, is it true that on ohnepixel's CSGO case opening stream, they opened $600,000 worth of cases, but they only got $100,000 worth of stuff? Yes? That's crazy. They should sue Valve, man. That's literally the advertised RTP. 10%? That doesn't surprise me, actually. I did, Chibli linked it to me. I watched for like 10 minutes. I had to turn it off. And it's not a knock on it. I'm not yucking anybody's yum. But I had to turn it off when the guy got a knife and he wasn't excited. For me, that was like, what am I watching this for? Like the thing went tick, 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 and it landed on the gold with like the laurel leaves coming off of it. And the knife came up, they all went nice for like 3 seconds, and then they went tick. It was crazy. The Yanny leaves. I'll level with you as well. This is it's an evil impulse. But when I saw them opening $600,000 worth of Counter-Strike cases from the era in which I still played the game, I was like, man, maybe I should just buy like 100 cases every time a season comes out and just store them in the Steam inventory. And then wait 10 years and put them on the market. Because I feel like, listen, it's a high-risk sector. There's no doubt about that. You never know how much is going to be around in 10 years, but I was also like, damn, it doesn't even take up space or anything. Like, if you wanted to buy Pokemon cards every set, you'd have to maybe get like a storage locker or something like that. But with the Counter-Strike cases, it's just a number on a database, man. How do you get the money out of Steam, though? Wait, I guess I never thought about that. You can withdraw? You buy a Steam Deck. Oh, shit. If things, in terms of like financial regulations, if they keep going the way they're going right now, I'm sure I can just wait 6 months and I can just invest in like a yield max CSGO ETF anyway. I'll look at the fucking holdings and it'll be like 20% ESL1, Katowice, 13% sticker capsules with the hollow Dignitas in them. And it's gonna be like denominated in a stable coin or something like that. Hollow Titan is that's the chase right now. Hollow Titan. I don't even know who was good back when I was watching, man. I'm pretty sure it was like Ninjas in Pajamas. And I think I watched like half of one major, so I have no idea what I'm talking about. The mouse is on fire. Alicia Keys, if she was a mouse. She's just a mouse, but she's on fire. Slower than the slowest mouse. Running and I went away. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, she's eating the cheese. And she's breaking some knees. Oh, sorry, it's been playing in the car for a bit. Although now I'm actually blessed that my house is inundated with like K-pop Demon Hunters music, which is actually, and I don't mean this facetiously, I think the music's pretty good. Even if it wasn't pretty good, it's miles ahead of that fucking song, man. Fuck you, popcorn user. Not having to hear This Girl Is on Fire by Alicia Keys 3 times a day has been a big psychic buff. They don't know where the hell I am. I thought he was over here. Where did he go? I'm in your walls. Ah, shit. Wait for it. Oh! What a fucking play, dude. Ah! I hit the wrong button. Oh, fuck. The worst part is it fucking worked, man. It's crazy that Ira Glass is not in Yo La Tengo. He strikes me as the kind of guy who would be in Yo La Tengo. The lead singer in Yo La Tengo, not the drummer. Good bit, thank you. It's not even a bit, doesn't he? If I told you that if someone mentioned, the next time someone mentions This American Life to you, which may happen depending on the circles you run in, especially if you're on BlueSky, might happen like once a year. Say, it's crazy that he used to be in Yo La Tengo. And then see if it triggers skepticism in the person who brought it up to you in the first place. I bet it's 70% chance that you win the QTE. If you go like, yeah, it's crazy he used to be in Yo La Tengo. They'll be like, oh, no, yeah, no, that makes sense. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna go, that makes sense. Normalize lying to people about funny things. I saw Yo La Tengo open for Built to Spill. See, now I'm like, that's not triggering my skepticism. Is that real? That sounds like a killer show. It also sounds like possibly the most melancholy concert of all time. That would be Elliott Smith. Are you sitting down right now? No, I'm lying down. Actually, that makes perfect sense. Of course you are. You're talking about Elliott Smith. Complimentary. Ideal length of a nap? I'm not a napper, honestly. I used to think it would never happen. Now I think like it's possible as my kid gets older, I might be able to finesse a nap now and then. I can make it out of here. Because I used to have trouble falling asleep in my life. I think it was just because I was doing like fuck all, man. I didn't have a consistent sleep schedule, and I would like just be sedentary the whole day. And then at night, I would be like why can't I fall asleep? Well, it's because you haven't fucking done anything. I'm sure there's other like medical reasons that it could be, but I think that was my problem. But these days, like, I'm falling asleep quick. When I say good night, it's like I'm out within like a couple minutes after that. So presently, I'm at I feel like there's days where I would love to have a nap, but oftentimes don't get the time in the afternoon because we have basically a 5-year-old. As she gets a little older and, the odds of her suffering like a catastrophic injury if she's unsupervised for more than like 10 minutes go way down. I think that there's a chance I might see a little nap renaissance and maybe finally start to understand what like all the fuss is about, man. 'Cause there's definitely days, like if I do a long bike ride on the weekend, sometimes by 5 p.m. I'm like, I can't believe I gotta keep this going for another 4 hours, man. Like I can't, I'm already running on, I'm burning the reserves, and now I gotta keep it going for another 4 hours with just a little top up at dinner time. She doesn't nap. Nah, kids, they get over the nap, usually like age 3, age 4. But like one thing I've realized is that, if you're hurting in one category, you're living easily in another one when it comes to your kids' sleep. What's annoying about my kids' sleep? She doesn't get tired until super late. She goes to bed at like 9:30. That's really annoying. But the trade-off is, as a result of that, she wakes up at like 8 in the morning, which means I get my whole morning to like do my own stuff as long as I have the discipline to get up early. A lot of parents out there, they're getting it on the other end. They get free time at night because their kid goes to bed at like 7, but then their kid also wakes up at like 5:15 in the morning. I think either one is fine once you're used to it, but you gotta appreciate what you got too. Chad, how can you not remember you were 4 like 10 years ago? What's interesting, and this is just one man's perspective, I feel like once you're not a kid anymore, you very quickly forget what it was like to be a kid. Like at age 15, I feel like I didn't know anything about what it was like to be 5. I've learned a lot about what it's like to be a kid from having a kid. And then I remember like, oh right, I was like that once. Yeah, the irony, of course, is like when you're a kid, like at least 5 times a day, my daughter's like, I wish I was a grown-up. But she wishes she was a grown-up so that she had the independence to choose to do the things she wants to do, which are kid things. It's very naive, but she doesn't see the hypocrisy yet. Watch this. It's the gambit, sugar cube into saxophone. Oh! But I think it's probably true in the other direction too. Like how many adults are like, damn, I really don't want to fucking go to work today. I wish I was a kid. But then I'm here to tell you, like as an adult, playing like kids play is like more exhausting than like, like building a bookshelf. You don't want to be a kid. You just want to not go to work and then like do adult stuff during the day. You don't want to get 2 action figures and like have that be your whole fucking afternoon. Trust me, because I'm in that boat right now. I'm like, you want to go outside, honey? Honey, why don't we go to the library? Why don't we go shopping? Why don't we go out somewhere? Why don't we go to the playground? And she's like, no, I'd rather you pretended to be this stuffed animal and I'll pretend to be this stuffed animal. And then you can just do everything I say. How come you're not a coffee nerd? Can't be fucked, honestly. Right now, waking up early and then having the like a pre-made cold brew enter my bloodstream within like 15 minutes of opening my eyes is kind of like, it's serving me very well. Don't get me wrong, when I have a nice cup of coffee, like on the weekends, I'm like, every time I have a nice cup of coffee, I'm like, I should become a coffee nerd. But then I think about, it's not a ton of work, but it's definitely more work than what I'm doing right now. When I think about doing all that, I'm like, nah, it's okay. I don't know if other parents can relate, but like anything like that, I go, maybe when she's 14, I'll get into doing pour over coffees at home or something like that. Right now, it's enough just to stay steady. It's not like it's like rough, but it, don't want to make it any harder on myself. The other thing is, I think it's one of those things where it's like once you get on the nice coffee train, it makes it harder to get off of it. Like, I really like sushi. I'm glad we live in a city with really awesome sushi here in Vancouver. The problem is, now that I've had some really good sushi in the city and outside of the city, I don't want to eat this shitty sushi anymore. And like 10 years ago, I was like, shitty sushi! Let's go! I'll take a spicy tuna. I'll take a spicy tuna combo, please, with the tempura bits in the spicy tuna. Can I get a spicy tuna combo, please? I'll get a spicy tuna combo, please, with the miso soup that you just go. Give me some of that. Give me the spicy tuna combo, please. But now I'm like, my standards have elevated, which is bad because my happiness like remains the same. Hedonic treadmill, man. It's a real thing. I'm not saying you should never. Oh shit. I'm not saying you should never have nice things, but like, when the nice things are more expensive than the things that are merely functional, I don't know if it's fair to say you should think twice, but like, I think you should be considered before you make that jump. Also, I know this bit is insane and like not for many people, but I have to say it. Anybody here been to like Disney World in the past 5 years? How is it possible that the coffee at Disney World is so fucking ass, man? They have to sort that shit out, man, if they're gonna be in the travel and tourism industry. You can get like pretty okay food. People aren't gonna like this one, okay? As someone who's been taken to many Disney parks in the last few years, the worst Disney park for food is Tokyo Disney Sea and Tokyo Disneyland. And people are gonna hate me for saying it because it's a dream destination, but I'm telling you, at the North American parks, they serve like normal food that's a little bit carnivalized. You know, like here's a s'mores cold brew or something like that. In Japan, they're going insane with it. It's like, in Japan takes the gimmick food too far is what I'm trying to say. The most normal thing that I had was long pizza. And what is long pizza? It's bad pizza, but it's like a long rectangle, not even like a flatbread, like a hot dog bun width stretched like a foot long. That's like a little strip of marinara in the middle and a little shredded cheese on top of it. That was the only thing that I could find that was palatable, except the popcorn was really good. I'll give you that. But the coffee at Disney World, which is what I got, into this discussion in the first place, is so fucking ass, man. Disney, are you listening? I know you got contracts and there's business law, there's liability and there's stuff like that, but like, easiest upgrade of all time if you could somehow change coffee supplier or at least offer more options. There's gotta be cheaper coffee that's better than Joffrey's, man. It's so bad. Best ride? What do you think? Kate, what's your favorite Disney ride? I'm a Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind guy. I think it's really good. True dat. She says true dat, which I think means that she agrees. I like the Avatar ride. Flight of Passage. Flight of Passage is really good too. It had one of the goated like dad joke moments of my life when we had to do ride or switch because it was 5 of us at Disney World and one of us was 2. So when I got to ride it, I rode the ride with my like niece and the ride was having problems. So we were like sitting on the ornithopter or whatever they have, and the screen was like, creating genetic link, and it just kept spinning for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. And then one of the dads is like, it's crazy to think that in 20 years we're gonna be like, remember when it took 5 minutes for the genetic link to finish, and now it's just like that? And his kids were like not loving it at all, and I laughed my fucking head off, man. I was like, that was a great dad joke addition to the situation. I can't believe none of the cats died, man. Milo and Otis production crew, if we lived in a just world. Oh, that one might just be for me, but it's fun. Dude, ghosts can trigger landmines? That would actually be huge, like in humanitarian missions. We should be sending the ghosts out to clear out the minefields, man. Has anyone ever thought of this before? So they can get blown up again in the afterlife? No thanks. But they take no damage, bro. That's like, if you're in the ethereal form, you take no damage. That's one of like the central rules of D&D. Probably. It's like that in the action economy, right? They should make like a 10 commandments of dueling or something. That could go crazy, man. And sing about it. That's what I'm saying. Do you think... I might be stupid to keep going in this direction, but... let's talk about the 10 commandments briefly. You think that they said, let's come up with 10 commandments. Let's keep it to 10 because it's like a nice number. Or do you think they said, let's just think of as many good ones as we can? And then if we end up having like 12 commandments, that's fine. If we end up having like 6 commandments, that's cool too. Like, do you think, I guess what I'm asking you is, do you think they picked the number beforehand or afterwards? God came up with it? That's why I used the gender neutral pronoun. You thought you could fucking get me, didn't you? Turns out I got you. Papal indulgences in the chat. Yo, chat! Drop your tithes, dude. We got a gift tithe. We got a tithe train, guys. Can we get a tithe train for God in the chat? Level 3 tithe train? Are there any? So let me, because you gotta be a little careful. I don't think it's like, this is that sacred, pun like unintended. Obviously there's religious streamers who, in their Twitter profile, they always put like God first and then it's like their wife and then after that it's their kid. But like, are there any streams that are actual like Sunday mass? Because that could be a serious growth industry. First I gotta die in Pac-Man though. This church is doing live streams on YouTube. Actually, every time my parents come to visit, I'm always like, why the fuck are you watching like the Roku channels? Like we have HBO, we have cable, we have Netflix, Prime Video, etc., and they're all, I go hang out with them and they're watching like some shit that's on the Roku channel, on channel like 6,352, and then like adjacent to it, it's always like 24/7 sermons, like all day, every single time you check, there's a sermon playing on this channel right now. You don't want to start a new show at someone's house? Yeah, but you can just watch like shit that you don't need to keep up on. You can watch, like my parents love HGTV. It was really unfortunate for me when I was like 14, but now I'm like, you know, live your life. HGTV is awesome. I actually think it's like, I think it's a force for evil in the world. I would stop short of saying that HGTV has caused housing to cease being like something, like people stopped looking at houses as an item with utility and started looking to it as an item with like investment value. It's probably naive to say that HGTV caused that. But the rise of HGTV becoming the most popular channel on like premium cable coincides with the decoupling of Western housing prices from the income. So I look at it as like, I'm just gonna throw the whole thing out. Because when I was like, in 2004, when I was watching HGTV, because we had one TV in our house and my parents are watching it, I was just like, who cares? Who cares what the color of the bathroom is? You're shitting in it. Nobody cares. But now, every time it's on and I happen to be around, I'm like, you are a force for evil. We gotta love it or list it. If you loved it, you would list it, man. If you loved it, you would list it. I paint my bathroom red. And I don't use paint, people. Are all these games just game plus another game? What do you expect? Every video game ever released to like champion the new genre? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like every single game that comes out is supposed to be, you know what? No, I'm not going to say it. You can't handle it. And this, my friends who have a fetish will get offended by this, but you won't get offended by this because you won't realize I'm talking about you. But why is it always guys that jerk off to the same shit every day that are saying like, well, this looks familiar? Fuck you, buddy. You ain't gonna make it. Just put the mice in the maze. Put the mice in the maze, mate. This new straw man is cool. That's how I know that it's you. As soon as people start to say, nice straw man, I'm like, they took that shit personally. No! They tried to kill me with a forklift, man. Wait till you hear about how you were made. Buddy, you should know if you've been watching for a while. I got no problem talking about how I was made. My parents are still in love. They're still married. 38 years this year. Whenever I started to talk about how you were made, people are like, this is fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting to think that I was the product of a loving partnership. What do you think happened? Your dad jizzed on a copy of Earthbound and you just kind of grew out from the box? No shot, man. I just saw a spider on my wall. I might be mentally ill. I swear, like in my peripheral vision, there was like, not a big spider, but like the spider this big on my wall. And then I looked back and it was gone. I was thinking when I was doing some chores outside this weekend, I feel bad when I walk through like a spider's web. It's not like I really feel bad, like, oh, like that poor spider's house got destroyed. I just know like for that spider, it probably took them all fucking day to do that shit. And then, like, you just aren't paying attention and you walk through it, you know, they're like, fuck! What the fuck? The realtor told me this was safe! Buddy, I literally, that's where I put my recycling bins. I might not be out there every single day, you know, fiddling with the recycling bins, but I'm telling you, your house is not safe there. Get web insurance. Spider Chris Rock be like, web insurance is what is like, in case shit happens, Silk, right? But if shit doesn't happen, shouldn't we get our Silk back? Minus, that's the most -2s I've ever seen. Well, you guys don't like Chris Rock? Rare opportunity for me to recommend a game to Chibli. We'll call it chibslop nubby. And chibslop, by the way, is a word that I mean. Well, first off, let me just say, I learned it from Chibli, for one. He told me, he recommended that I play a game, and he said, it's kind of chibslop, but you might like it. And I looked at a screenshot, and it looked like a Nintendo 64 game where you fight old people on the bus. And I went, you know what? Chibslop may actually be a genuine genre, man. Like, if it's not a genre, then what is a genre? Like, a genre is just a collection, nice try, of things that have shared trademarks or hallmarks between them. In which case, I gotta say chibslop is a genre. NL Slop is not a genre. Because most of the Slay the Spire clones that I've played have been for sponsored deals. But chibslop is a genre for sure. Landlord Super, Trollu, Nubby's Number Factory, chibslop. Not slop slop, but chibslop for sure. What's the lore behind saxophones damaging cats? Cats and chats have a lot in common. They both have very sensitive ears. Is that why bombs hurt them too? I think most of the damage from the bomb is just actually like the sound wave that it... It's like how you take like 5 HP loss every time you flush the bathroom inside of an airplane. Is that true? Not really, but it's loud as fuck. I understand why. You want a powerful flush on that. You don't want anyone clogging the airplane. Clogging the one coach airplane toilet on like a 12-hour long haul over the Pacific. Dude, I should get an airplane toilet in my house. Then you wouldn't need a plunger. That would be sick, man. Imagine the aura. Hey, can I use your bathroom? Yeah, sure. It's that incredibly fucked up, like, folding door on your left. Nah, man. Unc got the WestJet Boeing 737-8 bathroom in his house. Can I tell you as well, chat? I was at the farmer's market this weekend. One in chat if you love the farmer's market or you saw me at the farmer's market this weekend. Farmer's market this weekend was pissing me off. I went there to buy pierogies, maybe some baklava, maybe some chocolate, maybe a cup of coffee or something like that. That's my own fault on that one. Imagine my surprise when I go to the fucking farmer's market and for some reason, and I've been here before, I've gotten this stuff there before, but for some reason the farmer's market this weekend was all fucking fruits and vegetables, man. What a scam. Now, I get that I understand the purpose of the farmer's market, but at the same time, they had like 10 stands that sold the same fruits and vegetables, and no stands, the pierogi stand wasn't there. We had the pierogi stand in the West End this week. Fuck, you fuckers. Don't you have enough? You already got like all the good Asian restaurants, man, plus Stanley Park. You had the pierogies too. Don't even tell me the baklava lady was there too, because the farmer's market I was at this weekend had fuck all, unless you want fruits and vegetables. Now, I did buy some local strawberries, but there were only like 2 fucking bakeries there too. Normally there's like 4 bakeries. Now, yeah, I gotta follow like 80 fucking independent vendors on Instagram now to figure out where the fuck they're gonna be. The first time I went to this farmer's market, there was an old man. Okay, he wasn't that old, in case he hears this. Not that being old is a bad thing to begin with, but he was legit probably like 47. He was running a maple stand, like with maple-themed stuff. I gave my daughter a maple candy. The maple candies were also so cheap that I wanted to tell him, like, you're a time traveler. A single maple candy was like $1 or something like that. And it must have been like, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It was like the size of a Post-it note, but shaped like a maple leaf, like very intricate and ornate. I gave it to my daughter. She ate the whole thing, which was probably, if I had to guess, like 350 calories of pure sugar. She ate the whole thing in like less than 30 seconds and fucked up her whole day. Like, she was buzzing for the whole day. The only way I keep getting my daughter to go back to the farmer's market with me, I mean, technically she's strapped in her car seat, so I guess I could just take her wherever, but it's better for everybody if we kind of like get on the same page to begin with. But the only way I can get her to go back is I'll say, well, if the maple candy guy is there, I'll buy you some more maple candy. But like, he hasn't been back, man. I think it's possible like his prices were too low and he's sold out of this entire year's stock or something like that. How am I supposed to get my daughter to come to the farmer's market when there's just a shitload of like arugula there? Paid 25 bucks for a bouquet of flowers at a farmer's market? That seems like, if I may say so, without trying to cost of living mog, that seems about right. I'm not a consistent flower purchaser, but that doesn't seem like it's really outside of, let me put it this way, it seems like an unremarkable price. I'm not 100% sure that you're saying that that was an expensive purchase of flowers. That might be a cheap purchase of flowers. Show the ice on your wrist quick? I'll do you one better. Check out what I resurfaced this weekend. That's right. 2012 Timex Weekender. You thought having a week's rent of like a studio apartment on your wrist was a flex? How about this shit, man? How about this shit? I could take your mom out to Swiss Chalet for Mother's Day with this bitch right here. I could plop this down on she could have a quarter chicken dinner with a Toblerone. And the chalet sauce, okay? I got your mom's lunch on my wrist. I'm sure she'd love to go out with you. We went out for Mother's Day this year. Not the Swiss Chalet, though, because they don't exist in Vancouver anymore. And Nando's is on notice, man, ever since that one fucking burned down. They only got one downtown. That shit's probably in the west fucking end. Apparently that's where they got all the good stuff, like the pierogi. That's what's pissing me off, because whatever. Can I say, by the way, the diet soda reviewer has logged on. I was at the grocery store yesterday. It was not a grocery store where I could buy Western Family Kicking Back Zero Sugar Cola. I bought Cove Soda, orange soda from Cove Soda. If Coke Zero is a 10, Cove Soda is a 6.25, which is, that's a mild thumbs up for me. So it's a never drink again. If I went to a kid's birthday party and they had a cooler with orange Cove Soda in it, I might grab it. But I probably won't buy it for myself again because a 4-pack was like $12.99 or something. Like, it was a little too much. But to try it once, sure. Where's Zevia on this chart? 2.5. I'm a big Zevia hater, to be honest. You hate Zevia for no reason? No, I hate it because I had Zevia root beer once, and I was like, this tastes like bong water. But it's possible that maybe the other flavors are okay. Spell words to score points. Words must have at least 4 tiles. Press this to submit your word. Holy cow. I forgot how many letters there are. We're going to spell croaker. That sounds good to me. Why did I get -1 off of that? Because I spent a play. They told us, man. You spend a play when you submit a word. If you run out of plays, it's game over. You get 4 when you complete the round. Okay. Excuse me? Oh. Oh, so close. I tend to be, if you know, some people are just like good at first-person shooters. Some people are like good innately at strategy games. I have an innate, like if you were to pick my horse in Uma Musume, I would be a 2-star word game buff. I'm not Bene Gesserit style, like I'm not, you're not creating like the #1 Scrabble player of all time with my DNA. But if we're playing a word game, I do usually come in a little hot out of the gate. Let's put it that way. Looking at it, I'm seeing joiner. Nice to get a J out of your hopper quick. I don't know what a joiner is. I think it's a someone who works alongside a carpenter to make 2 boards fit together or something like that. Why don't they just make wooden boards like Lego, man? Like, why are we wasting all this metal making nails? Couldn't we just make like wooden Lego blocks and build a house out of it? They do. Being born in the 20th century sucks, man. If I came up with that idea in the like year 1600, oh man, one of the Borgias would have been like, pluck that boy from the rabble. Bring it, get up here. What? Yes, boy, you were saying? Sir, what if we just, instead of wasting all our iron on these nails, what if we just carved like a little cylinder of wood and the corresponding board had a similar sized hole? I would have been commissioning like Donatello sculptures, man. People used to sound like that too. Be nice to, I see like mementos. Just seems like a great one to refresh our letters, basically. So someone in chat type embodiments. Holy shit. Does that fit? Embodiments? If you actually had that, you're crazy for this one. You might be a 3-star spark in wordplay. Nepode. When you lose your role to... You know what's crazy? I was trying to think of a bad Nepo baby. The first 2 that came to mind, Margaret Qualley, Jack Quaid. I don't have a problem with either of them. I do think maybe Jack Quaid, he should pick some better roles. I don't know. And I know, like, I got no problem with it. It's just like he's been in a lot of movies in a row where I'm kind of like, Dakota Johnson? I must be the only person on earth who likes Dakota Johnson. I have absolutely no problem with her at all. All right, everybody likes her. Apparently everybody likes her. She just exists? No, she has like... I don't know. She has something about her. I don't know how to say it. I can't even come up with what the word is. She's got like a Stevie Nicks sort of like. She looks like she could cast a spell on you, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I don't want to call her witchy. She doesn't really strike me as witchy. Eccentric is a good way to describe it. Yeah, a little mischievous. I like a mischievous celebrity. Like a Johnny Knoxville or like a Chris Pontius or something like that, or that dude from Candid Camera, or that guy on ABC who's always like they're doing the Candid Camera thing where they like leave a little extra money on a table and then they see if the people at the table next door take the money. You know the one I'm talking about? Nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. Everyone's typing John Quinones, which is not who I think I'm thinking of. I don't know who that is. 1 second. No, that's the guy. 100% that's the guy. Yep. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, you beat me on that one. You can almost spell Pokédex, man. Fuck, that would be insane right now, especially with a dot on the X. Pokedex would go crazy. Hello, Ton. Medulla? That's a word. Comes before oblongata. Medium. Champion. I walk away. I break the wrist and I walk away, man. I break the wrist and I walk away. And then if you'll do me a favor, I'd like you to become a dot. And I'd like you to convert to an emerald. It's 1 in 4 chance to score 5x. Yeah. Send it, bro. It did it too, it did it! It did it! Oh, okay, easy mode is, that's a joke. That's a joke. Quit me on that one. Wordcels, it's our time. The shape rotators, they had their time in the sun. What did they make, man? You guys had 20 years. You made email, DoorDash, and Solana. It's our time. We're writing books again. We're gonna start painting again, okay? You had your chance. Factorio too? That's true. They did make Factorio as well. I found the most Reddit comment ever about a guy getting himself hit by bikers during a race. Plays stupid games, win stupid prizes. He was giving a warning, took 2 looks and still went. I feel bad for him because I do not wish pain on anyone. However, he did it to himself. Next slide. Oh shit. All it's missing is fuck around, find out. For a situation in which someone experienced no real consequences. So-called good vibes only Redditors, when they have an opportunity to see someone die in a car accident. What was their crime? They made a mistake while driving. Yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy, though. We need a better class of criminals, is what I'm trying to say. Can I get some U's, man? I mean, this is insane. Giggity? Is this a word? Am I Hawaiian posting? I think that's a word, man. I think somebody look that up, okay? That's a place. It's a canyon. Okay, we take that should count, man. When you can't get into some place because of how you walk. Yes! That's a word. It's a sect of Buddhism, I think, that gets no military bonuses in Europa Universalis for DLC. Ming Na. The first name of the actress who played Aki Ross in Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. Who says no? Who says no? They say no. Oh, apparently British words count. Who would have thought, man? What's a spanner? Something you break into Buckingham Palace with, as long as you also have a sponge. She says, I know you and you cannot sing. I said, that's nothing. You should hear me play piano. There must be a vowel. Unused. Uncried. Unkified. Unkified? Unkified? That should be, we know what it means, right? Unkified. When you get the glasses that have like the tortoise shell, that's unkified. You have ing, you look for the rest. Roiling. Mama Franklin's roiling crimson tonic. C. Give me a C, bro. This is literally, we're being scammed to the extreme. I hate my letters. Oh, my letters are morons! Count gives us a free upgrade. And 17 juicy points. Pick a vowel. Swap a tile from the vowel bag. Yes, okay. Check this shit out, bro. We got too many I's. Give me a U. We got too many O's. Give me an E. Counter with the fucking dot. With the random points on the N. It got golden, bitch. It got golden. Counter. Send it. Pick a consonant. I'll pick a C. I think I'll pick a C. Now, if you could do me a favor, how about giving this I random points? Because it's also got a chance to multiply by 4. And then, let me turn this Z into... Are you fucking trolling me? Where's my C, bro? Why do I only get R.L. Stein? I want to see a run where we build from the start, man. Dude... 10 bonus points during special rounds, 3, but I like this. I like this. Add 2 bonus points, increases by 2 if the word contains CO. Because sometimes you see 16 letters and you go, I don't know what to do. But when you're like, oh, I have CO, let me find the best word with like these 2 letters. Sometimes it'll trick you into actually getting like the best word you've ever seen. You didn't read the part where it changes? Yeah, I did. I read it. I just didn't read it out loud. Most of us, after we get past like senior kindergarten, can read in our head. What's your name? BibleBot? Raging Wolfhelm. I could have told you that. 98-month subscriber. All the data points are pointing in the same direction, I'm afraid. You're not going to make it. Lufa. Now we're fucking talking. Now let's fucking go, man! They need Twitch Rivals wordplay. Twitch Rivals with wordplay with emote-only chat on, please. DE. Oh my god, we have DE again, man. Bemoan? Demoan? DE. 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 Demean. DE. Grenade. Wounded. Wounded. Whoa. Do it, Twitch Rivals for wordplay, man. Just play Prided, man. I can live with Prided on this one. Prized is even better because it gets rid of a fucking Z and then you convert your P to a fucking emerald and it goes off for sure 100%. What's Z? Yeah, sorry, you missed the memo. We're calling it Z again because fuck you. We're making it as hard as possible. The 51st state shit has gone too fucking far. So guess what? We're borrowing things again. It's called a hoose. It's called hockey. It's not called ice hockey. It's called hockey. We're drinking kicking back 0 sugar colas, and we're saying Zed. We're in the cultural divorce right now. And it's just gonna get worse. The longer it goes, the more acrimony's getting created. Fuck your Fahrenheit system, bitch. What's the temperature right now? It's 24. Do the math. Do you think you're hot shit? Fucking multiply it by 5, divide it by 9, and add 32, bitch. I'll wait. The rest of the world is like, damn, that's a nice day. You're goddamn right it is. You're goddamn right it is. 74 points. We need like 50 points per. Which can be rough. It has to, like, here's the conditions, okay? It has to have 2 letters together, and it has to score a lot of points. There's some options. It's so crazy, it just might work, man. Have they never played Jackbox Party Pack 4? Zeeple's a word, man. It's when they're inside of a dome, I think. Okay, chat, does anybody have an 8-letter word that we can put in here? Anybody got an 8-letter word real quick? I mean, Queen Queen at least has double that. We're not gonna make it, y'all. We're not gonna make it. Queef max. Ah, whatever. We hold R. We hold R, we go again. Saving quick. Guys, I'll come back to this one later. Okay. Give me what we're gonna rebuild. We're gonna try one more time. Fuck you, Golden State Warriors. How can you be mad at Golden State? Literally until like 2012, the team had not been relevant in like 40 years. You should respect. It's like the same reason I can't be mad at the Florida Panthers, man. My whole life until they got good, they were just completely forgettable and laughed at. So I can't be mad at Golden State. I can't be mad at the Florida Panthers. They put in like 34 years of irrelevancy. Enjoy your championships. You deserve it, man. Huge. Huge to make a word out of that nasty stuff. You sound like a kettle. What are you gonna do, Chiblee? Pour me on top of your poop to clean your toilet? Who's next? How about like play Hovelier? A place that lovelier. Volver. Pedro Almodovar. Since when did you become Latina? Cookie Monster Pants, bro. If I'm not Latina, explain how I knew what that dude was saying at the birthday party in the video that they play in Signs. When he says, you guys probably heard, Vamonos, children. I heard, kids, go. Go, there's an alien coming. Get out of here. There's a freaky ass alien about to cross our path, man. Menacing, give us one of these. Freaky ass alien walking down the street. No, thank you, bro. I'm staying out of Brazil. Oh. Quotidien is a fucking word. I can't get. Doesn't quotidien mean like daily or something like that? In French, for sure. It means every day. Every day, bro. Do you think that's what it's called in French? It's quotidien, bro. C'est quotidien, mon frère. Avec la fleur de Channel Disney. Let's see. Let's see what the essay says. Hey, NL, a few weeks ago you were talking about being in Florida and someone watching YouTube shorts in their car or something, and it reminded me of something one of my dad's friends said, that manual is better for people with ADHD because the act of shifting gears helps them pay attention. Honestly, I sort of disagree, as driving manual adds to the mental stack of driving for me, especially when I have other people in the car. I'm afraid to think someone needs a fidget toy to drive. I think that's true. I think anything that adds more things into your driving experience is likely to have a deleterious effect on your driving. But I think the way you could rephrase it is you could just say it's fun to have something to play with while you drive. I could see that. Don't be like that. Come on. Post it while driving. I saw a guy on Denman with his TikTok feed up. Half the videos were just videos of horses. That's oomph, man, is what they say, right? I was in Vancouver for the first time ever a couple of weeks ago. Why is the whole city in love with 30 feet privacy hedges? You stayed in an Airbnb in Shaughnessy, and you're contributing to the housing and renter crisis, and I hope you had a terrible time. That's not what all of Vancouver is like. That's pretty much, it's like West Side, Shaughnessy, Southlands, I guess, as well. Yeah, I think you kind of self-reported on that one. By the way, I hope you weren't in Shaughnessy. Imagine vacationing in a city and staying in Shaughnessy. You're probably like, what the hell? You need a car to get everywhere. I can't, what? How many times can I go to Van Dusen Botanical Gardens, man? That's a disastrous choice. I hope that's not the case. I was in Kitsilano? Kits ain't about privacy hedges, man. What part of Kitsilano were you in? Also, did you stay in an Airbnb? Because Airbnbs are like illegal here. Could you link me to the listing? No shot, man. Not the parts of Kits that you might find. Who was the volunteer at the Kitsilano Festival? Either way, you're not gonna find them out there. You might have been, your ass might have accidentally stayed at like the University Endowment Lands or something. I'm in Richmond. The Heidi Lau reservationist has leveled up to Catsalano. Hey, dude, wait. Volunteering at Catsalano and coming in from Richmond is crazy. Thank you for your service. Don't dox the location of the Airbnb. What was the best restaurant within walking distance of your Airbnb? Raisu, I think? Homie, you were like in the good part of Kits. I don't know what you're talking about with the privacy hedges, man. Isn't that like West 4th and... near like West 4th and... like Burrard or something, right? That's 4th and Vine. That's a good spot, man. I saw them on the way from the airport. Because on the way from the airport, your ass is driving through Southlands, man. That's you're going to Kitsilano from the airport. You're getting on the Grand McConaughey Bridge, and then you're going up, probably taking Southwest Marine Drive, and then you're driving. Is that not Vancouver? That's where like 1% of the city lives, man. It's just golf courses and mansions. Saying the whole city lives like that is crazy. Just because you saw it on the way from the airport. And also you're like, you made your entire impression on the city what you saw on the Uber ride from the airport to your Airbnb? That's insane. Why didn't you just base it on like what you saw from the airplane on the descent, man? That's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's a fucked up subset of data. I had a good time. It was just really noticeable. Buddy, that's because there's a lot of hedges for about 25% of your way to the airport, depending on where you're coming from. If you're coming from Kits, you're gonna see some hedges around the airport. That's about it though, man. It's not a hedge-rich city. I wouldn't base your whole perception of the city based on the Uber ride. It's not like that in Toronto. Yeah, well, Toronto doesn't even have an airport. The airport's in fucking Mississauga. Your low-rent town. Pissing me off. Hey, I went to Toronto. What's the deal with everywhere having the world's second tallest freestanding structure? That's like almost everywhere I looked, there was a big fuck-ass tower pointing right towards the top of the sky. But that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Penis. Why is that so fucking funny, man? I don't know what's so funny about that, but I'm gonna reroll and hope for the best. Now we're fucking talking, man. There's gotta be groan, but I need, oh no, we don't need that. We would like to use the K. Groaner. Groan. Geek? No. If we get Greek for the 2x. Hardest game I've ever won in my life. Complete hard mode, complete. Kralex, you don't need to apologize, okay? I'm not beefing with you anymore. I don't even remember what you did. No, now I do. It's all coming back to me now. Celine Dion style. On my first build of Mice Maze, you were backseating me in a condescending fashion, I recall. But I'm beefing with the dude who thinks all of Vancouver is like is Southlands now, man. I'm beefing with that guy. Guy who thinks Vancouver is like 80% farmland. He gifted subs too? Okay, I'm not mad at him anymore. I'm mad at Kralex again, okay? I'm mad at Kralex. Maybe they went up Oak? There's lots of hedges on Oak? Really? Lots of traffic on Oak. You guys know what's up with Dragon Ball Cafe? That was the first place I ever bought my wife bubble tea. And every time I drive by, it's like Oak and 16th or so. Maybe it's Oak and King Ed. There's like, I can't see from my car, but there's like a sign on the door. And I'm like, what's the sign, man? What's the sign? Is the sign like, sorry for popularizing bubble tea in Vancouver, but we gotta go, our planet needs us or something? Like, it's been closed for like 3 years or something. It's been closed since COVID. That's like 5 years. It's done, man. Try Haiti or Sweet 7. You're talking to the wrong guy. I'm usually just the Uber driver for the bubble tea. Kate's a Yifang bubble tea enjoyer. I don't really know. Every once in a while, I inherit like the last third of a bubble waffle or something like that. But anyway, see you tomorrow. Goodbye. First time chatter. Does this streamer ever talk about the game? You must be new here. Most astute Twitch streamer. You must be new here. It's rare to witness a type A chatter being born. Lightning crashes, the moderators dies. The confusion levels heads and goes down. The new chatter down the hall. Oh, my streamers ranting once again. You know what I'm saying? The confusion levels heads. The confusion is they do be leveling heads. See the glory of the high, high. The fetus opens her eyes. The confusion sets in. It gives birth to the fetus down the hall. Oh, my fetus setting in again like confusion. Thunder leveling heads. Put the fetus at the center of the setting in. Pale blue colored eyes. Confusion sets in. To the angel down the hall. I know what you're saying. That's a classic from the 90s. That's a 90s classic, without a doubt.